Welcome back to week 2 of the Lanterns preview show. I'm Megan Husslein, he's Nick Molica. Nick, Ohio State's home opener this weekend against Youngstown State. What kind of impact do you think the crowd's going to have on the Buckeyes?
I think the crowd is going to have a huge impact on Youngstown State and even Ohio State too, because it's the first game against Youngstown State, but it's at home, and the stands are going to be packed, and the players might get a little nervous when it comes to game time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Buckeye fans are some of the most craziest fans out there, so that'll be interesting to keep tabs on that. But focusing just on the game in general, Ohio State fans are pretty happy with the defense. It looks like the Silver Bullets are back after one game, so we'll see if that holds. But I think most of the focus this week is going to be on the offense, particularly the quarterbacks and the offensive line. Those are the position groups that were the most picked apart on social media. So Kyle McCord, Devin Brown, expect to see them both. Some more of Devin Brown than we did see against Indiana. And we'll see how the offensive line builds upon their performance as well, because they were under a lot of scrutiny, not giving the quarterbacks a ton of time to pass. They didn't get the run game going. So definitely look out for those position groups in general. Also, keep an eye on Marvin Harrison Jr. Will he have a big game this week? A lot of people were let down last week as he only had just a few targets. Definitely a quiet game for him. So we'll see if he picks up this week against Youngstown State. So Nick, what can we expect to see from Youngstown State?
Youngstown State had a great week 1, and they were throwing the ball, running the ball, whatever it took. Trayshawn King had 111 yards and scored in the first quarter a 62-yard touchdown.
And he's just the backup running back, right?
He is the backup running back. So, it's going to be in question of what he's going to be able to do against a strong Ohio State defense. And going with that too, Youngstown State didn't really allow their opponent a lot of points in that first week. So the question in mind is, will Ohio State's offense be able to, capitalize on them and kind of make them hurt later in the quarters, But, expect to see, the Ohio State defense still flying around while the Youngstown State offense still trying to do what they can do, apply pressure to this Ohio State defense.
Yeah, Youngstown State put up 50 points last week. I don't see that happening again. Buckeye fans sure hope not. But it should be an overall strong game, a good game for the Buckeyes to just build some confidence as they're working towards week 4 of Notre Dame. So stay tuned for the Lantern for coverage pregame, during the game, and postgame.